Hey, it's Ice Age TV, and what are we doing now? It's a Raptor day. Why didn't they call this thing the Raptor? Come on. I am getting her all set up to work out of today, 200-mile day. I'll be buying some gas. This guy here, he'll be lucky to get back because you forgot to plug it in. You know, this is pretty classic. Excuse me. Yesterday, he had this thing, and he didn't plug it in the night before, but he had a really long day yesterday. So by the time he got home last night and he plugged this thing back in, and to get back into work this morning, he's still... So what's your range right now?
I got 190. No, 213.
Okay, so you kind of got back some.
Yeah, I'll be fine today, but...
Yeah, but I mean, but boy, if you're doing lots of miles every day, you have to have a supercharger. Totally. There's no way. It won't work. You don't have enough time to charge it.
Or you'll be paying out of the pocket.
Yeah, at the gas stations or the charging stations, right? Yeah. All right, here we go. So it's Raptor time. Follow me along as I talk about the Raptor. Is that the right word? Raptor? You don't like it?
It sounds like you're on a motorcycle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. All right, the part 2 Power Day conversations continues with me driving the Raptor. The Raptor. So I think it should be called the Raptor. It's a Bronco. Yeah, I know it's a Raptor, whatever. I think people are getting confused. For some reason on the Bronco 6G forum, people think this isn't a real Raptor. I mean, what's that all about? Doesn't it say Raptor right there? I mean, they think they actually created a fake Raptor? I mean, I don't know. Why'd Ford Motor Credit give me any money for the car? I mean, it's a very expensive car. Yes, I don't really know what that. Conversation, the 6G Bronco forum. I don't hang out there much in all reality. I'm kind of a guy who just pops in, pops out. So yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, I got to get the vehicle set up. Let me do that. All right. So let's see if you got the vehicle. Let's see your tire pressures. That's so funny. I just changed all the tire pressures. It's supposed to be 38. Did I accomplish that? Oh, it's always a project. Whenever I buy a car, the tire pressures are never right. They're never right. I'm just telling you, everybody buys a new car, you better just go get the tire pressures checked because they're never right. They're always overinflated because the manufacturers, because they build them at the factories, they don't know how long the car's going to sit in the lot. I mean, so that's what they do. So anytime I buy a brand new car, it'll have at least 8 pounds to 10 pounds over because they know in the good old days, yeah, it's a reference to the good old days in the car market, cars would sit in the lot maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months between the time they shipped it and, the time they build it, ship it, transport it, put it on the lot, blah, 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 blah. So they always overinflate the tires. That's just a little learning lesson for anybody who buys a new car. The odds are the tires are overinflated, unless the guys in the back end are extremely rare people that, check the tires. Thing is, back in the day, and it's still going on, but these dealerships move 300, 400, 500 cars in a month. So if you're a cleanup person, yeah, think that through. You're averaging 10 to 20 cars a day to get ready to be sold. Yeah, so are you that fine, detailed individual between cleaning the car, you check the car over and check all the, the service guy is supposed to do that, but it ain't gonna happen. That's for sure. The GERD, it's a GERD day for me. I talk about it all the time. This GERD stuff, it's the worst. I can only hope anybody's younger than me. You better learn real quick in life. If you have acid reflux, you have a major problem. You have a major problem. You're going to have major issues as you get older in life. You're constantly clearing your throat. It's the worst. It's just embarrassing. It's and then you cough. I mean, as people get older, you ever notice the older generation, usually people are clearing their throats all the time. They're coughing, they're hacking. Well, there's a reason for that. It's because they have GERD. I told my mom that she has GERD, and she's like, no, I don't. No, I don't. I'm like, you have GERD, Mom. You have GERD. No, I don't. Yes, you do, Mom. You have GERD. All right, let's focus on the Bronco, right? The Bronco, the tire pressures, I didn't get them exactly right, but oh well. Forget it. Move on. So we have today a 200-mile day. We have 273 miles, and the fuel economy in this thing, how are we going to figure all that out, right? Fuel economy, how do I reset it? Let's see if I can reset it. So I'm whoa! So you see that? There's a perfect example of me looking down at my speedometer checking out to reset my fuel. Car is stopped. I did see him, but his car right here just totally told me way in advance to stop. So I mean, that's how it all plays out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're looking at your freaking screen in your car to reset the damn thing, and what's that all about, right? And I haven't put this thing in the sport mode, so I'm in the regular mode. I'm just kind of trying to get a feel for it. Here's the thing. It has the wrong gas in it. This thing, I talked about this yesterday. This thing has the wrong fuel in this vehicle to get the performance out of it. So, anybody watching my video of me driving this thing home, I already know. And hear me out. I get it. I think this through. If you're a car dealership that sells 400 cars a month, let's just say you average, we'll just take 10 gallons. I think that's a low number. I think it's more like 15 gallons. And we'll take 15 gallons. And there's say a 40-cent price difference per gallon. Okay, that's $6. Well, $6 times 400 cars, yeah, that's $2,400 in difference in fuel. Well, in 1 year, for a dealership, that's $30,000 plus. I'm not even talking about diesel fuel. I'm not even talking about. So the variables are, you have a $30,000 variable of spending more money on gasoline from 87 octane to premium octane, and that's at a 30-cent, value. So 40-cent value, whatever the value is, the difference. Yeah, that adds up. That's a lot of people's payroll for the year for some of the lower paid employees, whatever. I don't know. So, yeah, it all adds up. Point is, they're not going to put the premium fuel in this vehicle unless I would have gone to the gas station. I don't know. That's my sales guy, because the last time I was there, we were filling up the Hellcat Charger, and I know that I told him, but I mean, it isn't criticism to him. I'm just sharing information to you that right now, this vehicle, to me, it doesn't have that feeling of this incredible difference of power of 100 more horsepower. Get this big. This will be a long haul for me because I'm behind this guy here, and I got a long way in two-lane road. And look at these massive earth-moving tires. Can you even imagine how much that tire costs? I mean, think this through. These tires in this truck, I guarantee right now, are $550. I would say $500. Look at that tire. What is that tire? That tire is probably $5,000. It could be $10,000. I don't even know. I have no idea. It's all about the rubber. Hey, how do you make that? You make that with fossil fuel. Does wind and solar make that? Yeah, wind and solar. Hey, wind and water will create that right there, everybody. Yeah, that'll work, right? Yeah, I mean, just unbelievable, right? So now, here I am, the guy went out and bought a Ford Maverick, 2 weeks ago? I don't even know. I can't even keep track. All the cars that I buy and sell all the time. I mean, right now, let's just go through what I've bought this year. I mean, sincerely, can I even keep track? I don't even know. So I'm going to say that Ford Red Bronco is number one. And I've done this before with everyone on the YouTube channel, but yeah, 1, Bronco, hot pepper red. Number 2, I believe, was the 2 Tremors, the Ford Ranger Tremor and the Ford F-250 Tremor. So there's 3 vehicles. Then I believe I bought the Grabber Blue Mustang Mach-E. There's 4 vehicles. And then I believe I bought the Space White Mach-E. What's that, 5 vehicles? Yeah, it gets complicated, even for me. There's 5, just off the tip of my tongue. And so now I got to start really digging even deeper. The Ford Mach 1 Mustang, that's 6 vehicles. Down there at Coons Showing Ford. I'm just thinking out loud. All right, we got a long way to go, right? I'm with you, man. I mean, I don't have to get down a piece of paper to figure this all out. But I can fast forward, and I can say we got the yellow Bronco 2-door. That's 7 vehicles. Then I could say that we got the Ford F-450. That's 8 vehicles. And I bought the Ford F-150 Lightning. That's 9 vehicles. That's just now me trying to, think out loud here. It's 9 vehicles. Then I bought the Ford Raptor F-150. That's 10 vehicles. And then I bought the Ford Mustang Heritage Edition. That's 11 vehicles. I mean, already I'm just like, how do you get to the number you're getting? All right, so, and I know I'm missing things. Okay, so then we have the Ford Maverick. Yeah, the Ford Maverick in Florida. What's that, 12 vehicles? And then we have the black F-150 Lightning. That's 13 vehicles. And then we go to the Rams. There's 15 vehicles. I mean, I just know I'm missing so many other vehicles, but I just have to keep on going. Then I bought the Ford F-450 back. I don't know. Do you count that as 15? I don't know. I guess we could. Then you count the Dodge Challenger Gold Rusher, 16. The Dodge Charger Frostbite Blue, what's that, 17. Yeah, I know, I hear you. Oh, the Ford Mustang GT White I got for my daughter, what's that, 18? I mean, I'll lose track of the number if you watch my channel. There's 18. I mean, once again, I'm just, okay, the Ford Maverick Carbonized, there's 19. This Bronco right here, there's 20. So there's just 20 right off the tip of my tongue, but I guarantee I'm missing some other vehicles in my you know, I'm just trying to think of my driveway right now. What else is sitting there that I can't think of? So what is that? We're at 19? We're at 19? We're at 20, I think? That's just right. So I don't know. I'd have to really, you know, I'll spend the whole morning with you. You forget that. It's about the Raptor. The Raptor. It's the Ford Bronco. So I guess people think that the Raptor means, I don't know. I guess they think I took a Bronco and then I created it into, so I guess now, unbeknownst to me on the Bronco forum, I think I know what's going on now. This is a classic. So I'm calling it the Raptor because I think it's the Bronco Raptor, right? But I think now what people think the Raptor is, you take an existing Bronco and you mod it to look like a Raptor. So I guess that's what's going on. The people on the forum think I have a fake Raptor. So yeah, so I kind of get it now. I guess people are, this is where it's just dangerous. And see, he'll swing way right, you know, right there. And that's where you get your car cream. So the question now is, does he stay in the right-hand lane to let me get up past him up here? And I just don't know if he will or won't. We'll hear, won't we? Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. So he's kind of pulling over for everybody. That was nice of him. I bet you that's what it is. I've created my own fake Raptor. Unbeknownst to me, I thought the Raptor was just kind of a slang for the Raptor, Bronco Raptor. So I guess that's what's going on. Yeah. Oh, it just doesn't end, right? Information. Yeah. The power. The power. So let's now go the exhaust. Let's get a little more exhaust note, which to me, it's not good enough. I talk about this, it's all about the exhaust. And now let's go to the adaptive cruise, which that's really nice. I just turned it on. Whatever speed you're going, so when you turn this on right here, this button here, whatever speed you're going, it just sets it automatically. I got to get my CarPlay up. See, it's going off the road here. I got a lot of driving today, but here's the thing: I want to drive this a lot right to tow. I'm going to be going back down to Tennessee and Thanksgiving, and back to Florida during the Christmas. And I want to be able to tow with this vehicle. So I want to get the 1,000 miles. My guess would be I need to put 1,000 miles in this vehicle. This thing is just so smooth. It is so incredible ride. It's just so cool on this. I mean, this thing in the wind today. I can hear the wind a little bit more, but not. Doesn't seem like it was my other one. But the guy that works for me, he thinks this is built at all different factory. They just take more time. And, you know, it's so cool. I've had some people reach out. And one gentleman reached out last night, and he totally, like, copy and pasted everything about this Raptor, the Bronco. And he shared how there's all these fine little, like the dash. You know about the seats, the instrumentation, the steering wheel's different. The logos, the hood, the side vents, the exhaust, the wheels, the tires. He went through a lot of time to break down all the special things about this Bronco Raptor. I just thought that was so cool. it really is neat to have other people. I mean, I'm not. I can't emphasize enough. For me, I was never fixated on buying this because I ordered. You know, until you've been through what I did back in July of 2020 when the pandemic was going down, and I'm out of Bellevue. I didn't think by the time the pandemic was over, I'd even have 3 or 4 cars. Yeah, it was bad. So during the pandemic, I just for the heck of it ordered 2 Broncos. One from Coons Baltimore Ford, one from Coons Sterling Ford. And I just figured, what's there to lose? Never knowing how many people would want these things and everything else. So I ordered them. So after waiting from July of 2020 to January of 2022 to get my Bronco, and then I know the Raptor became available to order like late that fall of 2021 when I was kind of finalizing my Bronco order. And I heard that if you ordered one, you know, basically you probably wouldn't get one until summer, late summer. It'd probably be like fall of 2022. So for me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to order now. I'm going to cancel which I had the right to do that. I had the right to cancel my Bronco order, that hot pepper red, and replace it with a Raptor order. I did have that availability. And so, but I thought to myself, I'm going to wait another year because at that time, I truly thought that I would be getting my yellow Bronco before my red hot pepper Bronco. So that was built back like in December. So I just thought I'd be getting a Bronco before the end of the year in 2021. Not realizing I get a 2022 in January, that would be a 2022 model. I wouldn't get the 2021 until like May of 2022. That was a whole other fiasco. So the whole point is, I didn't want to have to wait another year to get a Bronco. And that's why I didn't get fixated on the Raptor. I didn't want to wait another year. That's what drove that decision. And then I just didn't get fixated on the Raptor because I knew it'd be like, all right, if I get fixated on this dang thing, I'm going to be wanting the freaking Raptor. I'll be wanting the Raptor. I have to wait for it to come in. I just didn't want to do it. I was very happy. And that's what I'm trying to convey through my channel to other Bronco owners that own a Wild Track Bronco. It's badass. It's a great vehicle. There's no way I would say to somebody, oh, I am so much bigger, badder than you. There's no way. This is a really cool vehicle. It really is. Am I privileged to get it? Yes, I am. Am I fortunate? Yes, I am. But I would never want to argue with somebody that, oh, my vehicle is so much badder ass than yours and mine's so much more fun to drive than yours. There's no way. The Bronco Wild Track package, it's a badass vehicle. It's a blast of a vehicle. And sincerely, if I couldn't have the Raptor, would I be unhappy with my Bronco Wild Track? No. No, I would be very, very happy. Yeah, so I just can't emphasize enough. I don't want to come across this channel that, oh, anybody owns a Bronco, oh, you know, you're going to be not, if you don't have this, you just don't have it. I mean, forget that. That's not what this channel's about. That's not what I'm about. So I can only hope anybody watching my channel doesn't come across. Here we got a guy, you know, he's not even, you know, in his eyes, he's a big rig guy. You would think he'd have the common sense to move over, but he doesn't. You know, he's a big rig guy, and he's not going to move over. He's just incredible. You'd think a guy that drives a rig would have common sense to get over, right? Yeah, he got over. One thing I noticed about the back end, that tire is so big, it gets into that rear window. Now this is just insane. Look at this here. I mean, just look. This thing just rock and rolls like nothing. I gotta get, oh, look at this here. 16.5 miles per gallon. That's encouraging. Yes, that's very encouraging. Meaning that, heck, if I kind of baby this thing, probably get 17 out of it. If I get, you know what? If I was getting 17 miles a gallon this thing on the highway, that's not too shabby. I'd take that. That'd be impressive because on my other Broncos, I was getting a good solid 18 miles per gallon. Yeah, it could be a long video, I know that. I mean, you know what I noticed? Get longer, the quality, the DPI or whatever you call the video load capability, it degrades. I even noticed when I'm talking that as my mouth moves, the voice comes through. So apparently, I guess it comes down to once you get into these long videos, you lose that better quality video. So it's not, in all reality, I'm better off making multiple videos instead of just one big long video, which I've kind of been doing that a little bit here and there. Yeah, it's all about the editing, which I'm just not doing that. I mean, it's so funny. A guy in the Bronco 6G forum, it's the drama. So they all of a sudden, they think I'm posting I bought a Raptor Bronco, and they think, it's all about the clickbait. The guy's making money off his YouTube channel. I just actually did read the updated guidelines on YouTube's channel's policies and how you get paid. I don't qualify. You have to have a minimum 4,000 viewing hours on your YouTube channel. Public, viewing hours, not private, public. And I mean, I don't meet that criteria. I don't have the base. I don't have the content to drive the people to my channel where I'm getting that type of viewership. So I do not get paid any advertising time. So I've mentioned this many times as I do my videos, and that's why for me, I just like to make videos. Am I going to sit there and critique them and edit them and blah blah? I'm just not going to do it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. This is a lot of time, we realize or not, but I enjoy it. So I'm not wanting to convey to anybody here that this is woe's me making videos. It's not. I love making YouTube videos. I do. I don't get paid. I don't care. That's not what it's about. It's not. My content is about me just sharing my fun, and that's what it's all about. So every now and then I get people thinking I'm making all this money off of YouTube, but they don't know. They're not YouTube people. It's the misinformation, which we talked about that more than ever. Here's a nice one. Yeah, pretty cool, right? It's a Hemi. You'd think that was a diesel. There's a good example, even for me. You'd think it's a diesel. So now these bigger tires and all, by figuring, am I feeling a little bit more of that? I kind of did. Kind of felt a little bit. It's a lot of vehicle going down the road. Yeah, I've just been living over in this one area. It's just weird how my schedules just kind of get where I go to one part of the state over and over again, and I'm going right back to the general area that I've been in all week long. Yeah, it's just incredible. But one thing is, I really wanted to put down, getting this vehicle bought and done, because I know that I just know the vehicle's going to sit around. All right, I can talk a lot. Can you tell? I can talk a lot. Yeah. Here's the other thing. One of my subscribers posted. One of my military subscribers. I haven't heard from him lately. Kind of interesting. Good guy. And he hasn't reached out lately. I hope he's okay. He's a military veteran guy, and he watches a lot of my video, and he makes a lot of comments. So I just hope he's okay out there. He lives down there in that Tennessee area. Last time he posted, I commented how he just came back from Florida doing some motorcycle ride down in Florida, and he's back up in Tennessee, and he's kind of like, brr, man, like, yeah, right. Now, how's the hurricane playing out down there in Florida and the eastern seaboard? They say it's gone to a tropical storm, but here's the thing. So one of my subscribers made a great point. He said, you're talking about all the power this morning, but you never mentioned the money equation. Yeah, right. So, yeah. So, just so you know, it's $60,000 when I bought my Bronco Wild Track, optioned out to the max. It was $60,000 in January of 2022. This vehicle is 20 grand more. It's 80 grand. So, yeah, to get the power, yes, he said he thought it was like $12K, which, he doesn't know the product because he's not a crazy man like me. I think he sometimes wants to be. Yeah. Want to join? Want to sign up? Be crazy man? Like Iceman? So anyways, the point is, right, I should have brought up, yeah, when you want more power, yeah, you got to pay for it. Yeah, and that's the irony where we are in today's society is the green agenda, yeah, that has less power, you're going to pay a lot more money for it. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of variables to that, but yeah, right. The convenience factor. And my guy that works for me, he even told me he came into work this morning. He's like, that was very stressful yesterday driving that vehicle back. Because here's the thing, when you realize or not, when you die, when your battery-powered vehicle dies, it's over. It's over. You're not going to get a jump start. It doesn't work that way. So you're being towed back. You're being towed back to your residence. Yeah. Yeah, or you're being towed to a charging station. That would work as well. You could be towed up the road. But it turns into a long, long day, because if you break down, I should say if you run out of energy, so now you're dead on the road, and you have to be towed somewhere. So there's probably an hour for a tow truck to show up. Then the tow truck gets you somewhere else. There's probably close to another hour. Then you're going to have to spend a good hour charging the vehicle or more. There's 3 hours gone for your green vehicle, electric vehicle. And even the guy, Joe, that works for me, even he commented this morning, it's not the same. Driving these electric vehicles, it's just not the same as driving these gas engines. I mean, borderline, he had to hold his breath. It's boring. But he does like the technology. He likes a lot of features and things about it. But overall, the vehicle in itself, it's kind of interesting. I got to put this thing at a little higher speed, and now I'm looking at, like, you know, what gear, you know, I'm so new, and just, you know, what gear is this vehicle in? This probably has higher gears. That's why it probably is not going to get as good as fuel mileage. I got a guy right now videoing the Raptor right now. There's a guy going by. I'll kind of lay low with my camera, and I'll see if you can kind of see what he's doing here. And no, so I can see him in my rear view mirror videoing me. And here's a guy pulling into my lane, which that's not. Yeah, so this is interesting. I don't remember hearing this last night with the higher, you know, I'm deaf. I wear hearing aids. So I can tell today that this vehicle doesn't kick down once it kind of get over the hill here. You're kind of stuck in the gear. Let me kind of tone it down in speed. So no, this isn't about the gear. This is about the gearing of the vehicle. So it has a higher gear. So there's your fuel mileage challenge. It's a higher gear vehicle. It has to be to move these big tires down the road. So that's why you're not going to get as good at fuel mileage. It's the gear ratios. Which is my other Bronco, I think it actually was like 1,800 RPMs. Yeah, I think that. So there you go. There's one thing. Now being the daytime driving this vehicle, and you know the steering wheel's solid. You know, this thing's so straight. Look at this thing. I'm not touching the steering wheel. I mean, it's just rock solid straight. So yeah, now I'm on the open highway, a little higher speeds. Yeah, 15. That's what they claim. Yeah, right. Yikes. Premium gas, right? All right, I hope you're in conversations, but yeah, back to the power, the money, right? To buy, that's what it's always about. Talk to the people who drag race and race cars. It's all about all that extra power. You know, it has a value. What's the value of, you know, 100 horsepower? So what is that? $200? It's $200. I spent $200 more per horsepower to get my 100 more horsepower vehicle. And, you know, meaning that this is 20 grand more. It's more than that. You got tires, you got suspension, you got a different theme interior, you got a different theme hood, you got different theme front fenders. You have, you know, you got in the back some pretty cool things, and where the roll bar is, it's got the Raptor theme. So there's a lot of other things, you know, bigger spare tire holder for the 35-inch, 37-inch tire, 35 and 30. You know, so you can, think about this. I take these wheels, I don't know, I wonder if these wheels, I would think they would. I wonder if these wheels have the same bolt pattern as my Ford F-150 Raptor truck. So I was thinking of my F-150 Raptor truck last night, and I was thinking, wow, what if I take these wheels and tires and put them on my Raptor? Then I got a 37 Raptor. And then I put the 35s on this. How would it look, right? Or I get to be the wild man. I mean, I get really wild. And I put a 39-inch tire. Pretty sure it's a really nice 39-inch tire out there on this. So I can even crawl up higher into it. And I take these 37s, just the tires, and I put them on my Raptor. Then I got a 37 Raptor. Wow. Hey, that's pretty cool, right? Yeah. There's an idea. I've done this stuff before in my cars. Yeah, back in my last Raptor, my first Raptor I owned, a 2018 F-150 Raptor, I took the 35 tires and I put them on my Toyota 4Runner. Yeah, that's a great point. I could take those, put on my Toyota Pro 4Runner, and then I could just take, yeah, I mean, that would actually work as well. Yeah, I would accomplish 3 vehicles. I would actually get 3 different tire setups on 3 different vehicles. So what I do is I take the 37s off of this and I put it on the Raptor. We take the 35s off and put it on the Pro, and then I go and buy 39s for this. Yeah, that would be, yeah, this thing, talk about really beefy. Talk about a real monster. Wow. Yeah, now the wheels are turning. Yeah, that would be fun. Uh-oh. It's all about spending money, right? Money, 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 money. Yeah, the power of money. Yeah, right. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, you know what? This is already a 30-minute video, so I'm having no choice. What I've learned, I'm just going to have to make this the morning Raptor conversation, part 2, and kind of cut it at that, and then just, I guess, make a video later on. And, yeah, so what am I going to do next to it, right? You know, we'll talk about that. Follow me along.